Today we will study force due to continuous distribution of charges. Force due to continuous distribution of charges. Force due to continuous distribution of charges. There are three types of continuous distribution of charge. There are three types of, note down, there are three types of continuous distribution of charges. Number one, linear charge distribution. Linear charge distribution. Number two, surface charge distribution. Number three, volume charge distribution. This linear charge distribution is also known as, this is one dimensional. This one is two dimensional 2D distribution, and this one is three dimensional charge distribution. One dimensional, two dimensional, and three dimensional charge distribution. Now we will study one by one separately. Now come to first, linear charge distribution. What is linear charge distribution or one dimensional charge distribution? Linear charge distribution or one dimensional charge distribution. One dimensional charge distribution. When the charge is distributed along a straight line, along a wire, like this. Suppose this wire is positively charged. Charge is distributed uniformly along this wire. Suppose the total charge which is distributed here is Q, and its length is L. Length of the wire is L, and the total charge distributed is Q. Here we will define a term which is known as linear charge density. Corresponding to three distribution, we will have three types of charge densities: linear charge density, surface charge density, and volume charge density. Now in this case, linear charge distribution, we will have linear charge density. Suppose, write down, suppose Q coulomb charge is distributed along a wire of length L. Then this type of distribution is known as linear charge distribution or one dimensional charge distribution. And charge per unit length is known as linear charge density. So linear charge density, it is denoted by lambda. Linear charge density lambda is equal to charge per unit length per unit length. Charge per unit length. Charge per unit length. Charge per unit length. That is lambda is equal to, here Q charge is distributed on this wire of length L, so lambda is equal to Q by L. Linear charge density lambda is equal to Q by L. Here the SI unit of this linear charge density is coulomb per meter. The SI unit of charge is coulomb and the SI unit of length is meter. So SI unit of linear charge density is coulomb per meter. Write down SI unit. SI unit of lambda is coulomb per meter. C for coulomb and per meter. Coulomb per meter. Coulomb per meter. Now what will be the force due to this linear charge distribution? Our heading is force due to continuous distribution of charges. So what will be the force acting on a charge due to this distribution? Suppose we have a linear source having charge along its length. Total charge is Q and length is L. And we want to find force on this charge. Suppose here we have a charge Q naught, which is at distance R from here. This distance is R. You can denote it by a position vector R. We want to find force acting on this charge due to this distribution of charge. The Q charge is distributed on length L. For this, we will consider a small length of this wire. Suppose this length is equal to a small length dl. Consider a small length of the wire dl. Write down. Consider a small length dl. It is known as element, charge element. If the charge density, linear charge density is lambda, then what will be the total charge in this length? A small charge which is distributed, write down, a small charge in length dl, dq is equal to lambda into dl. Lambda into dl. This is charge per unit length. Unit length contains lambda charge. So what will be the charge in length dl? Lambda into dl. The charge on this length is dl. The small charge which is in this length is lambda into dl. Now we will find the force on Q naught due to this small charge dq. Write down. Therefore, small force acting on charge Q naught, small force acting on charge Q naught due to charge dq on length dl. dF is equal to, small force dF is equal to, applying Coulomb's law, K, first charge is dq. dq into Q naught by, this distance is R square, this is the magnitude, and the unit vector in this is suppose R cap. So this is the force which is acting on charge Q naught due to a small charge which is in length dl. But our aim is to find the total force because of the whole length. पूरे लेंथ की वजह से क्या फोर्स होगा. The total force due to whole length of the charge at point Q naught will be calculated by integrating this expression. We will integrate this one to get the total force acting on charge Q naught because of whole length of the wire. Therefore, total force acting on charge F naught, total force acting on charge Q naught, F is equal to integral dF. That is, it will be equal to integral K dQ into Q naught by R square, the magnitude, and R square. Now, in this expression, this value K is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, and we have calculated this dq. dq is how much? dq is lambda into dl. So we can transfer this dq in place of dq, we can write lambda into dl. So it will become equal to how much? It will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught lambda into dl into q naught by r square r cap integration. Now here 1 by 4 pi epsilon into lambda into q naught by r square, all these are constant. The only changing thing is here this dl. We will change this, we will take common. We can take common q naught, lambda q naught by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So we will get this force F is equal to, this force F is equal to integral dF, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into lambda q naught integral dl by r square r square. You can write that F is equal to lambda q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught integral dl by r square r square. Clear? So in this way we can calculate the net force acting on charge q naught due to the linear charge distribution. Clear? Now come to the next point. Next point is surface charge distribution. Force due to surface charge distribution. Force due to surface charge distribution. Force due to surface charge distribution. Surface charge distribution. As we have defined linear charge density, in case of linear charge distribution, here we will define surface charge density when the charge is distributed two-dimensionally. Two-dimensional distribution. Suppose we have a sheet. There is a sheet, and this sheet has area A. Its area is A, and charge distributed in this area, you can take either positive or negative, any type of charge. The charge distribution in this area is Q naught. Sorry, Q. Q charge is distributed in area A. Uniformly distributed. Two-dimensional. The length and breadth are both here. It is a sheet. So this charge per unit area will be equal to surface charge density. It is denoted by sigma. So write down, when charge is uniformly distributed, when charge is uniformly distributed on area A, that is two-dimensional distribution, then it is known as surface charge distribution. This charge point area is known as surface charge density, denoted by sigma. Surface charge density is equal to charge per unit area. Charge per unit area. That is, it is denoted by sigma. So sigma is equal to Q by A. Sigma is equal to Q by A. Q is in coulomb and A is meter square. So SI unit of surface charge density is coulomb per meter square. SI unit of charge. SI unit of surface charge density. Surface charge density is coulomb per meter square. Coulomb per meter square. Now we will find the force due to this uniformly distributed charge. We want to find force because of this distribution of charge. For this, suppose here is a point, and at this point we have a charge Q0. This point is at distance r from this distribution. So you can denote it by vector r. Now what will be the force on this charge? We will use a small area first here. Suppose we consider this much area. A small area. This small area is dA. Small area is dA. Now in whole area the charge is Q. What will be the area? What will be the charge in this small area? Small area dA. Unit area has charge Q sigma. Sigma is Q by A. That is charge per unit area. यूनिट एरिया में चार्ज कितना है? सिग्मा. तो यूनिट एरिया में जब सिग्मा है तो डीए एरिया में कितना होगा? यूनिट एरिया कंटेन्स चार्ज सिग्मा, देन चार्ज इन डीए, charge in small charge, of course it will be very small charge in area dA. dQ is equal to sigma into dA. Unit area has charge sigma, charge point area, into area, small area, that is the area, that is the charge contained in this area dA. So dQ is equal to sigma dA. So a small force acting on charge Q naught due to charge dQ in this small area, that is dF is equal to, applying the Coulomb's law, K dQ, this charge which is contained in this area, dQ into Q naught by R square into R cap. Of course we are writing it is in vector form. You can put here either in bold letter, it is in bold letter that denotes a vector, or you can put an arrow here. So this is the force. You can replace this dQ by sigma dA. So you will have this K sigma dA into Q naught by R square R cap. This is dF. But if you want to find the force due to whole charge in this area at Q naught, then we will integrate this expression. We will write it as the total force acting on charge Q naught F is equal to, you can write in vector form also F, that will be equal to integral dF, and it will be integral, you can take this K sigma Q naught common, K sigma Q naught common, integral how much? dA by R square R prime. Clear? You can put the value of K as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So this is the force due to surface charge distribution. Now come to the third type, that is volume charge distribution. Volume charge distribution. We will define volume charge density here. Volume charge density. The surface charge distribution की जगह पे कौन आ गया? This is volume charge distribution. Volume charge distribution. When the charge is distributed on volume, that is the body is three-dimensional, uniform distribution. For example, you have a cube or cuboid, a brick, a sphere on which the charge is distributed. Suppose we have this here we have a three-dimensional body and charge is uniformly distributed here on the whole body. Where its volume is V. Volume is V. Volume of this solid is V and the total charge is Q. The total charge which is distributed on this three-dimensional body is Q. Then what will be the volume charge density? Volume charge density is charge per unit volume. Volume charge density, volume charge density, it is denoted by rho. Volume charge density, rho, this is equal to charge per unit volume. Charge per unit volume. That is rho is equal to Q by V. Rho is equal to Q by V. The SI unit of charge is coulomb. SI unit of volume is cubic meter. So the SI unit of volume charge density is coulomb per cubic meter. You can write SI unit as SI unit of rho is coulomb per meter. SI unit of surface volume charge density is coulomb per meter cube. This is volume, coulomb per meter cube. Clear? Now we will find the force on this charge. Suppose here we have the charge Q naught, which is at distance r from here. What will be the force on this charge Q naught because of whole charge distribution? For this, we will here consider a small volume dq, dv, small volume dv. Its volume charge density is rho, that is unit volume contains how much charge? Unit volume contains charge is equal to charge per unit volume, that is its volume charge density rho. Since unit volume contains charge rho, therefore dV volume contains charge equal to how much? Rho into dV. यूनिट वॉल्यूम इतना है तो डीवी में कितना होगा, मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे. तो दिस इज द चार्ज इन दिस वॉल्यूम, द स्मॉल चार्ज. So force on this charge Q naught due to a small charge dQ in this volume. This is dQ, small charge dQ. Force, small force on charge Q naught due to small charge dQ in volume dV on charge Q naught. Q naught पर कितना फोर्स लगेगा उसको हम लोग लिखेंगे by using Coulomb's law. dF is equal to K dQ into Q naught by distance R square R cap. Now put the value of dQ. dQ is how much? dQ is rho into dV. You can put it here. K rho into dV into Q naught by R square R cap. This is a small force because of a small charge in this small volume. But our aim is to find the total force on charge Q naught due to whole charge which is distributed in this volume. So how can we find it? As we have done earlier, that is, we will integrate this expression. By integrating this expression, we will get the total force acting on charge Q naught. Therefore, net force acting on Q naught due to whole charge distribution F is equal to integral dF. Here we have integrating this expression for whole volume. It will be equal to integral K rho dV Q naught by R square R cap. We will take this K rho Q naught out. So we have F is equal to K rho Q naught integral dV upon R square R cap. Clear? You can put the value of K as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught here. If you put value of K, then expression will be this. F is equal to rho Q naught by 4 pi epsilon naught integral dV upon R square R cap. This is integral over volume. So this is the force. We will do some numericals based on this continuous charge distribution in the next video, and prepare this, make proper notes. Until then, bye bye. Thank you.